Well, that was hard. Kind of what I expected. Luckily, we've been guarding again, and we've been playing with discipline and energy defensively. I was disappointed coming down the stretch at our defensive rebounding, but I think they were like 1 for 10 or something coming down the stretch at the end of the game. And obviously, our offense didn't help us win today. Our defense won the game. And I'm so happy for Dwayne that three went in for him. He deserved that ball to go in the basket for him. He means so much to our team and this program. He absolutely deserved that ball to go in the basket.
Frank, you mentioned the offensive struggles. Was that something that MSU was doing to kind of take somebody out the lane, or was it just missing shots, or what?
Yeah, our inside guys didn't. Chris, they double the low post every time you catch it. Chris did not have I understand his stats look good. Chris did not have a good game today. But we just missed layups. We missed wide open threes. We had opportunities to drive, and we made passes, and the ball would hit guys in the chest and go out of bounds. I think we only had 5 turnovers at the 12 media timeout. The under 12 in the second half. I'm pretty sure that's when it was. We had 5. We had 11 coming down the stretch. We had a 10-point lead, and those turnovers gave them life. But I expected them to play well. We just missed. We miss shots that we got to make for us to win. For us to win Saturday on the road, we can't miss some of the shots we missed today. I understand you don't make them all, but you can't miss them all either.
Coach, Sin and Dwayne were talking about their time as freshmen and now their time as seniors, looking at the crowd and how much it meant to them. What's it been like for you to watch them grow as players and as a team while the crowd has grown at the same time?
Yeah, it's those two guys, and Justin's kind of battling a groin right now. And he's been battling it back and forth for the last 2 weeks, and that's why his minutes have kind of disappeared a little bit. He can't move, and when he tries to move, it just hurts. And but those guys have been phenomenal. When we played Tennessee, the early in the morning when we came on the court to shoot balls, Sindarius had like a little stuffiness going on, and he played, and then he practiced on Sunday. Sunday night, started feeling bad. Spent all day yesterday with fever in bed. Couldn't go to class. Couldn't go to practice. And luckily, knock on wood, man is good upstairs. His fever broke early this morning, and went to class today, and went out there and led us. That's the kind of kid he is. That's the kind of, and like I said about Dwayne, he chases I.J. Reddy around all game, and he misses some shots early in the game. He had some threes at wide open licks that he missed. And then with the game, on the balance there, it can go either way. He jumps up and makes a big-time three. Those guys are awesome. Those guys are awesome. Think about their career. They've won more conference games every single year that they've played here. And it's not like the league's gotten worse. The league's gotten better. The SEC's a lot better now than it was 5 years ago. And yet those guys have led us to win more games every single year they've played. Bless you. They're special guys. And, I know I get to coach them again on Saturday. And I get to help them in practice best I can on Thursday. And I feel real lucky I get to do that again.
Frank, three-pointers weren't falling in the first half, and it seemed like at least some of the lanes were there. Just how important was it for Sin to come out in the second half and really start running into the lane and getting to the free throw line?
Yeah, that's who he is, man. That's, he kind of – Sindarius doesn't try to take the game over from the first play of the game. He plays. PJ was very aggressive today. I love the fact that he's being aggressive. He's got to make some of those shots. And I'm not talking about the long bomb threes. I'm talking about those little 8-foot shots. He got to make some of those. But when Sin realized that it was the second half and it was time to do some things, he kind of put his foot on the pedal there and made some plays, made some shots. It's what he does for us. It's who he is. That's why he's the best player in this league. He doesn't score points in irrelevant moments. He scores in the most important moments. He guards. And he did it today. Like I said, a day after. You guys have been sick before, I think. You know what you feel like after you spend 2 days in bed with fever. It's not a fun thing. And went out and did it. Special guy.
You feeling any kind of comfort level at all about this team's position relative to the NCAA tournament at this point?
I'm not worried about that. I felt real comfortable last year, and we all know what happened there. It's, we've got to prepare to go play Ole Miss, and then we've got to figure out a way to. I want to play on Saturday. We've never made it to Saturday. We've played on Friday 3 consecutive years. I want to play on Saturday in the conference tournament. And it's hard. Getting past Friday is hard because those top 8 teams in this league are real good. But I'd like to play. Am I getting my dates right? Is Friday Saturday the semis? That's what I thought. I want to play on Saturday. It's 3 straight years, we've played on Friday. I want to figure out a way to get to Saturday this year. These guys deserve that moment. And NCAA, whatever comes after that, we'll sit and pray real hard that people in that room actually like us a little more than they did last year.
Coach, speaking of Nashville, you lock up the double bye with the W tonight. What does that advantage do for a team that's been through this kind of slate through conference play?
Guys like Dwayne, Sindarius, PJ, whenever we're done with the Ole Miss game, it gives them, 2 days. They can rest. I asked them when's the last time they had 2 consecutive days off. Because even their day off, they come in and do extra work with the trainer to kind of replenish their body, to just get their body kind of to a place where they can go function physically the following day. That double bye allows us to take Sunday and Monday off. And it's spring break, so there's no academic work. There's no tutors. They can actually lay in that bed and stare at the ceiling as long as they can. They've earned that, and I think that'll help us a lot. I really do. Thank you.